Namaskar friends, this is Superman. I mean to say this is NJ, your host on this channel, and in this video we will have our discussion on another topic of palmistry. So guys, please, if you want to make fun of my wardrobe, it was not initial plan of mine to wear this jacket today. It's just like that I was running late, I did not have time to find my other jacket, so I have to wear this. So please bear with me, focus on the topic in the hand, which is going to be on where we are trying to revive our palmistry playlist as well. And in this video we will have our discussion on some very important signs which are generally found in the hands of the spiritually elevated people. Like the way guys, I always say this thing that your planetary alignments in your chart is something which is somehow dependent on the right dasha which will activate it. But when we talk about decoding or observing these signs, distinctive signs in your hand, in your palm, that just tells about a part of your personality. So I would say this thing that all these kind of like marking and signs in the palm tend to give very clear and precise information regarding the elevated level of someone's consciousness. Like the way guys, a lot of the even the incarnated gods which came on this earth, even in their cases as well, the way they have been described in the Shastras, not only they have been presented in a way that they incarnated at a time when universe or the cosmos or the planets were in a perfect alignment, but also like all these like scriptures have also sung the glory, they have done the praises for the kind of very divine markings which they have had in their body as well. So they're like certain markings which we will try to understand in this video, which will definitely give you this sort of awareness and understanding that if you also have these markings in your palm, so there is something, or life is not only restricted to paying bills, doing a job, going to school or college. You shall be giving equal level of attention and importance to your spiritual elevation as well. So yes guys, after from this point onwards, the Superman I will teach you about these markings which I have like taken a screenshot so that I will not lose out on the topic and just keep getting carried away, and because the studio timing is also a major concern. So okay, now the very first thing is that star on the Jupiter mount has been given a lot of importance. So guys, in our palm, like as you can see, this puffed portion beneath your index finger, which is called as the mount of Jupiter. Now this is a area which tells about your like consciousness, which also tells about the wisdom which you will have in the life, your capacity to follow the righteous path in this lifetime, your capacity to lead is something which we generally attach with this mount of Jupiter. So guys, in a nutshell, all the houses in your astrological chart over where Jupiter is the significator or the karaka. Jupiter is the karaka of your second house, of your money, of your family, fifth house of the progeny, of your intellect, ninth house of the wisdom, faith, your belief system, and 11th house of the income and the gains. So imagine it in this way that all these qualities and the attributes which I just mentioned in your palm, index finger, and the puffed portion beneath the index finger is something over where you will get the information of all of that. So guys, if you will find a star symbol over there, it is generally considered as very strong. Like the way it has been explained in this way that all those people who tend to remain very lucky in the form of lucky breaks, like the way guys, Jupiter is a planet of like bountiful, of optimism, of gracefulness, but not many people remain lucky on their daily occurrences in their daily encounter. But when we talk about all those kind of people who remain very fortunate to land at a job of their choice, to land at some lucrative business deal, some sort of like achievements and accomplishment which give you this feeling of being a destiny or a God's child and all. So those kind of experiences are somehow attached with the presence of the star on the mount of Jupiter. It will not be an exaggeration to call this symbol as like if you have any of the material desire of yours, the mere presence of this symbol on your mount of Jupiter can fulfill that. And generally people who are like somehow are on a divine path and something. So in those cases as well, the mere presence of the star on the mount of Jupiter has been explained it in a way that it has been explained like a third eye on the middle of your forehead. So this is what the importance of the star on the mount of Jupiter is. Now guys, moving ahead. Now the second symbol is the cross on the Jupiter mount. So cross is a symbol which anywhere else in the palm is not considered as that strong, but over there on the mount of Jupiter it is considered as very fortunate for having a very successful, very good matrimonial life. Like if I were to say, if someone asks me, or if I have to spot the signs or any markings in the hand of a person who is in a very loving kind of matrimonial life, the very first symbol which I will be giving attention to is, does that person has a cross on the mount of Jupiter or not? So yes, the symbol of the cross generally tells about, it gives you that sort of fascination, attraction, or could make you a favorite in any of the relationship department as well. Like you will be very much loved by your partner and all. So this is something which we get to know from the cross on the mount of Jupiter. Now guys, the next symbol for today is the square on the mount of Jupiter. So guys, square in the science of palmistry is generally attached as the symbol of the divine protection, and especially if you have this symbol on your mount of Jupiter beneath your index finger, it has been generally seen and it has been found in generally those hands where people are very renowned teachers. Like it hardly matters whether you are a teacher of like spiritual subjects, or you are a preacher, you are a priest or something. Even those kind of people who are being very respected as a teacher and all, they have got very honored kind of life and all. So even in their cases as well, you will find the symbol square on the mount of Jupiter. Now guys, the next symbol is the ring of Solomon. Now ring of Solomon can be seen as the so-called Gaj Kesari Yoga, which we generally find in the Vedic astrological assessment. So because the thing is that this ring in a way looks like a crescent shaped moon only. So, and just because it is found on the mount of Jupiter. So guys, generally the whole logic of this ring of Solomon is that this portion in the hand, like mount of Jupiter, is considered as so fortunate, so auspicious, that whatever we can do, or whatever is somehow preserving the energy, not letting the energy flow out of it, is generally considered as strong. Like whether you have a symbol like a square, whether you have a symbol like whatever is conserving the energy. And that is the only reason, like even in the older books, like when we talk about William G. Benham, Saint Germain, Narayan Dutt Shri Mali ji's book and all, Ghanshyam Singh Birla ji's book and all, in all these kind of books, this symbol is something which has been written in a great respect and reverence, that people who have got a ring of Solomon in their palm on their mount of Jupiter are considered as very, I would say, intuitive, very spiritual and very righteous. So the main thing is that they are very good in the domain of the intuitive faculties. Like they have very strong perception, or people judgment skill comes very naturally to the people who have got ring of Solomon in their hand. And if they take the path of the spirituality in any form, they tend to reach good position, and position of influence and power can be attached with this ring of Solomon. Now guys, the next is the truth line. Now this is one such line which you will find on the mount of Saturn. Now generally it has been seen that over here this line in lot many hands has been seen being cut by the heart line or other like this could be destiny line as well. So do not get confused with the truth line as the destiny line. So fate line is separate. Truth line is a small line being floating on the mount of Saturn, simply just tells about that yes, you could be. And in lot many books it has been explained that this line is found in the hands of people who are truly in the pursuit of the divinity, or who are truly devoted to the God. Like love for the God has been given another name to the truth line. So as the name suggests, these people tend to remain very virtuous, they demonstrate strong ethics and all the Saturnian qualities. Like Saturn, which is a planet of hard work, unconditionally doing for others rather than putting your own need in front, unconditionally giving and doing for others, is generally attached with the truth line. And guys, the last line is the medical stigmata. So guys, medical stigmata, whenever you will find a small bunch of parallel lines on the mount of Mercury, like this is one such kind of line which I have found even in the hands of the doctors, in the hand, oh my god, there are no pockets. I thought there are pockets. Okay. So generally I have even found this line in the hands of the doctors, but also in the hands of the healers as well. Because see, Mount of Mercury in a way represents your communication. So if you have this healing stigmata, so like these people have this capacity that if you will come to them, you will talk to them, so you will feel relieved. So they have this capacity to remove your suffering, alleviate your pain, even through talking. So imagine if you have this line in your palm and you'll become a psychiatrist, you become a therapist. So how good of a therapist you are going to be. So that is the only reason, even from the older times, all those people who are working as a physician, as a healer, as a doctors, in their hand, these kind of lines are found where we say this thing that your speech in itself tend to remain very therapeutic, or it has got a healing power, magical power to heal others. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyawad.